Hey babes, welcome back to my channel. I am the real Miss Savage. Make sure you get it right or we might just fight. Well, it's been a few days since I last posted, but guess what? I have been taking my notes, making my list, and checking it twice to make sure I come with you guys again with educational and informative information about these subject matters. Now, if you've been following me, you know I made a community post maybe like a week ago, and I told you guys we were going to be talking about dating standards in our next video, and I was going to be referring back to one of the videos we did about sexual energies. Okay, so we're going to swing back around, we're going to spin the block and hit back on those two subject matters. Now, whether or not they're going to be in this video or it's going to be one separate video and then it's going to lead you into the next video is the question. But just know one will be right behind the other if that is the case, okay? Disclaimer. Hey babes, disclaimer right now. This conversation is going to be a tough love kind of conversation, okay? Ladies, before I get into telling you the things I only wish that somebody would have told me before I knew them, and I just wish somebody would have shared these things that I'm sharing with you guys today along the way of my journey. Now, understand, this is the disclaimer, understand I've been that person that has helped build a man, supported them getting a job, supported them getting on their feet. I've been the person before that allowed a man to stay with me at my house, and he wasn't paying no rent, but he was paying rent dick. So I've been there before. He didn't have no rent, but he had some dick. So, you know? So I say all this to say I'm not coming from a place of where I'm putting you down. I'm not coming from a place of judgment, anything like that. I'm simply letting you know you have options. You have options. If you just set a standard for yourself and stick to it. All right, now let's get into it. Let's get into it. Okay. In order to set a standard, you yourself need to also be of the standards in your own arena. Okay, I'm gonna say that again. In order to set a standard, you yourself also need to be of the standard in your own arena. Meaning, be at the top of your class when it comes to being top tier, when it comes to being a top tier woman. Okay? Whatever that may look like in your world, you need to be top tier in your class. Top tier, be the top tier woman in your class. Okay? Or in your arena, better yet. Date within what you can do for yourself. Date within what you can do for yourself. And remember, whatever a man brings to your life should only be additional and always optional. Okay? So you're never in a position where you actually need what a man is offering you, but it's optional and additional to your already lifestyle. Okay? It's an unspoken thing of today's world, but it's essential that you date yourself before dating a man and expecting things of him that you have yet to experience on your own for yourself. Now, I say this loosely. Okay? And let me tell you why I say that statement loosely. Let me explain. I know most quality men like to treat us ladies to nice experiences, things we've never had before, things we've never done before, like going out of the country or buying us new luxury vehicles just because we are who we are in their lives. Okay? That's different. That's different. It's literal levels to the dating world. Understand me. Don't overwhelm yourself. Don't overwhelm yourself. Just familiarize yourself with your levels, babe. Just familiarize yourself with your level. Whatever level you're on, familiarize yourself with it. That's your arena, okay? You're not to be worried about the levels over there, the levels up there, the levels down there, the levels over there. Your level is your focus, okay? I do want to add on, I feel like it's been broadcasted to the general public that everybody normal deserves and is worthy of dating like a great man, and that's just not the case. That's just not the case because one, most people, most women, I'm just gonna say this, haven't dated themselves yet, and they just expect the world of a man, and they haven't had any experiences of luxury on their own, but they have their hand out because the world and society has promoted high end dating, I want to say, elite dating, dating up. It's been like very promoted in the world, society, in today's world for whatever reason. Like they're the city girls. Not everybody is a Carisha, okay? Not everybody is what's no, not everybody is a Alicia and Alicia Curry, okay? Not everybody is a Tia Kemp. Not everybody, is different flows for different folks, different strokes for different folks, different roots for different folks. You got to know your lane and swerve in that lane only, baby. But yeah, I just feel like the world kind of needs to just humble themselves a little bit when it comes to dating and their level of expectations. Everybody just needs to have like a sit with self moment and really come back to reality, like a come back to reality moment, like a come to Jesus in reality moment, and realize just take a moment with yourself, even take notes like, okay, what do I offer in a relationship? What do I bring to the table in a relationship? And ladies, I'm sorry, count. The good cat, it don't count. It's too many. It's too many of us out here. Okay, to be trying to compete with kitties. You can't do that. That's out. What more do you actually? What value can you bring to your relationship? Is the real question. You got to read my book, Tips on How to Maintain and Sustain a Healthy Relationship. Okay, link is in the bio of my channel, and link is in the description as well. This is a cheat code to dating successfully, maintaining these successful relationships once you do acquire one. Okay, it's all within my book. Definitely. So yeah, everybody kind of just needs to humble themselves and ask themselves, have a kumbaya moment, a come to Jesus, come to reality moment with themselves, and ask themselves, what is it that I bring to my relationship of value? What is it that I bring my partner that is of value? Okay. Okay. Part two. Let's get into it. So dating yourself is an act that can also double as a manifesting technique. A manifesting technique. You guys know we talk about manifestation on this channel. And, I'm happy to help y'all transform your life through manifestation. Okay? Because I'm your manifestation babe. New to this, I'm true to this. So, okay. This technique I like to use. If you treat yourself to spa experiences and fine dining, and you do that regularly, that becomes a part of your lifestyle. It becomes a part of your essence. It becomes a part of your energy. Therefore, you're more likely to attract people that do things like you do. Okay? Little tip you can use. Now, back to the rule of dating yourself. Welcoming, this also corresponds to a form of self love. Okay? When you're dating yourself, because let me explain. Self love. Now, when you welcome love by showing and doing acts of love for yourself, which will create a welcoming space in your life for love to actually come to you, it's important to actually do these things, these acts of kindness or acts of love, in a way that you are actually energetically let off the frequency of love. You will feel love radiating through your body once you do these kind of acts. It has to be something that you genuinely do love in order to work as a manifestation technique, because you have to understand with manifestation, you're working with the universal laws, you're working with energy, and I want to say frequency too, energy, frequency in the universe, in order to manifest properly, because you're using all of these different kind of ways of communicating what you want, what you're desiring to the universe, in order for the universe to deliver what you're asking for to you. Okay? You are creating a space in your life for love, and it's important to actually do things that you actually will love in order to create the energy of love, this all possible through making this all universally possible, basically. Back to the rule of dating yourself. This also corresponds to a form of self love. When you do acts of kindness or just things that you know you love and you do that for yourself, you're then welcoming love into your life by just performing acts of kindness and acts of love for yourself, okay? You're creating a space, a scarce space, in which you're welcoming love through your energetic fields. So it's important and imminent that when you pick out whatever it is that you're going to do for yourself, it's actually something that you do enjoy doing. You actually will radiate on a love frequency when you perform these acts of kindness or you go do these kind of things with the goal of attracting love into your life. Okay, when you do these kind of things, it just has to be something you genuinely do love. I cannot stress that enough. Okay, in order to get the kind of results that you're seeking. Another tip: familiarize yourself with the kind of man or the kind of woman that is ideally perfect for you. Once you do that, and you can visualize that person, like when you close your eyes, you can visualize what that person looks like, what that person smells like, how that person smiles, and it's in your mind. You visualized it. Okay, awesome. That's great. Only then, only after that, open yourself up to people that match those specific characteristics that you envisioned. Because you have to listen, you have to understand how the universe brings you confirmation and communicates to you. It's always going to be through people and things. So you have to keep your third eye open, your pineal gland or whatever it is. You have to keep it open so that you don't miss your mark. You don't miss your sign of confirmation from the universe, okay? Match those specific characteristics that you already envisioned. And boom, you're going to see your manifestation come into fruition. Okay? So, like, let's use me for example. Let's use me for example, okay? Me for example, I am attracted to powerful men. I like the men in charge. I like the man calling the shots. But I also like the man who is self-aware of themselves and aware of their true power and knows what to do with it. Now, one can't really fake these kinds of things, which is why, I'm drawn to that kind of energy in this era of my life and in my most recent eras of my life. That has been what I like. And that's what I have identified and familiarized myself with. And that's what I attract. And that's the kind of energies and characteristics that I welcome into my life only. I'm not entertaining a dusty because that's not in alignment with the characteristics that I've already envisioned. It's not even in alignment with the characteristics of the traits of the people that I have dealt with recently, most recently, because I'm sticking to what I've already envisioned, what I like, and what I'm attracted to. So yeah, for me, it's the powerful man. I like the man in charge. I like the man calling the shots. I need the one in charge, not the worker. I need the one in charge of the workers cutting the checks. Okay? And I love a man that's self-aware of his power and he knows what to do with it. Not just a powerful weakling who's powerful and he's scared of his power. That's not him. That's not him. In my mind, that's not him. I'm still gonna have to do some building around that kind of energy. I need a man who's powerful. One, because I'm powerful and I'm worthy and I know my power. So we create a powerhouse when I'm with a man who's aware of his power and he knows how to manage his power. He knows what to do with his power and he's aware that he has power. So it creates sparks in my world when I unite with a like-minded individual like myself, like that. And I have a lot of boss babe energy within me. So it's not like I'm just looking for the highest roller. Nothing like that. It's not like that. It's just I seek like-minded energies. I don't want anything that's too easy, too weak, because otherwise if I settle for anything less than what I'm attracted to, one, that will be me going outside of my standard, and two, that will put me in a position where I have to be in my dominance. More than likely, I would have to be in my dominance. I would have to be the controller of the dynamic of the relationship. And no woman really wants that in some cases. At least not in this era of my life, okay? It's imminent for men and women across the world to raise their dating standards because who we allow in our energetic spaces and around, and in some cases within us, have many different unspoken rules and consequences to our lives. So it's best to just get it out the way if it's not in alignment with you and your life quest. If it's not in alignment with the era that you are in right now in your current life, away with it. Away with it. Because you don't want it to impact your life in a negative way. Just because you want to meet somebody that is where you are. We're not dating potential, okay? Potential, it costs you too much. So because I allow myself to entertain such a low vibrational frequency, sometimes I would get lazy, I would become less productive, or just plain mad. All because I was energetically intertwined with a dusty that had no business in my house, spiritually or physically. No business in my house. No business in my house. Okay? And that wasn't energetically worth it. I'm telling you from a place of experience. Yeah, I'm just telling you from a place of experience. I want to see more women up their dating standards and stick to their dating standards because it's too many women I feel like out here just settling. It's a lot of people out here that are really too far deep. I don't want to say like there's no hope. I'm not saying that. I'm not trying to say that. But like if you three baby daddies in and you know you three baby daddies in, you're not married to nobody and you looking for the next billionaire, you might be asking for a lot, sis. You might just be asking for a lot. Like you might have to do some a come with Jesus moment, a sit down with self, bring yourself back to reality, and then go ahead and try and make that list and figure out what is going to be good for you. What's going to be the best way for you to balance out the situation you're in and still be happy and still get what you want and need out of life and out of a relationship. Okay. We've all been there. We've all been there where we subjected ourselves to a relationship that was below our standards. Okay. To do that again. Like I would not do that again. Doing that. I did it at least once or twice and a half at least. And then I was like, oh no, accept that. So it was just important that I tell you guys like what I dealt with. I've overcame that. I've set my standard, and even to this day, you have to understand when you even do set your standard, it's gonna come with criticism from the outside world. Like people criticize me for choosing and only dealing with successful, powerful men. They say, "Oh, she's a money chaser. Oh, she's a sugar baby." Like you can classify me as whatever best fits your mindset for you. But for me, I look at it completely different. It's just me dating in an arena that works for my lifestyle. Like I'm a businesswoman. I've always been going in the direction of being a businesswoman. So why wouldn't I want my partner to be business minded? Somebody that I can talk to about ideas, talk to about investments, talk to about investing, people who's good with numbers. Like that's the arena that I need to ball in and hang out in because that's the kind of lifestyle that I'm creating for myself and I have created for myself thus far. I'm an author. I'm about to be a business owner. So yeah, I'm gonna date like-minded individuals. And it's important to note that it's okay that your dating standards change through eras of your life. As you're upgrading your life, your dating standards should evolve. Yeah, you're not gonna be dating the same kind of person that you would have dated in 1992 or the early 2000s. Because if you live our life right, you should have evolved in some manner or some way and upgraded in some form in some fashion, in my opinion. But yeah, don't be letting nobody deter you from upping your dating standards. You know, set that standard, sit with self, have a come to Jesus moment, a come to reality moment with yourself. See where you are in your life and see what you are willing and what you know, can open yourself up to when it comes to dating. Okay? Yeah, I just want to see less struggle love relationships. I want to see less of that and more just high frequency partnerships and relationships going forward. So that was my whole MO with this video. And now there is a part 2 of this video because this is at 29 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and just make a part 2, and this is going to be the video about sexual spirits. Okay, we talked about transmutation, how to manifest your sex, but we didn't talk about the spirits that jump on you through having multiple sex partners or different sex partners who you are energetically intertwining your energy with. That's what we're going to hit on in this next video. You lay with dusties if you want to and think that you're going to get up dust free. You got another thing coming, sis. Now make sure you check out the new video, okay? And that was all for today on spiritual aspects, even though we weren't really too much talking about spiritual aspects. But on the next video, which is the part 2 of this video, we're going to be talking about the spiritual aspects of how spirits transfer from one person to another sexually. And I might even give you guys some tips on how to cleanse yourself and how to get rid of those spirits once you are attached to multiple spirits. Okay. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video with the real Miss Savage today. And make sure you guys hit the like button and the subscribe button on your way out. Drop down in the comments. Let me know if you've set dating standards for yourself. If you feel like the world is just completely out of whack with setting the dating standards so high for just any and everybody. Just drop down and comment your thoughts and opinions and let me know, because I got a new video to make for you guys that's going to be dropping right after this one. So go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe if you like the vibe. I'll see you guys on the next video, Spiritual Aspects.